Hello everyone, it's Tiramisu. I know it's been a while, but I finally have part 2 of humanizing the security breach gang. If by chance you missed the first part, 1, welcome to my channel, and 2, I would suggest watching that one if your faves are Chica and Roxy. But enough with introductions, let's get into the speed paint. Alright, so today we're starting off with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Glamrock Freddy, and honestly, it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to figure out a pose for him. You'll see on the screen now, but it took me so long just to figure out what position I wanted this man to stand in, and in the end, I think I ended up just using a position from one of the promotional art things, like the renders of him. So it's not even original, but it's a pose and it fits him because they used it to fit his personality. So it works. It worked out in the end. So for Freddy, I kind of wanted to make him a himbo because that seems very like him. He's got that dad energy, like that big older brother energy to him, where he's like a little bit stupid, but he means well. Sorry, I don't know if that's mean, but that's just the vibes I get from Glamrock Freddy, and so I try to make his face look kind and give him, I don't know, a big brother haircut, I guess, but whatever, we're on to clothes now. So when it came to Glamrock Freddy, I was really inspired by Elvis, so I hope that came across. I gave him a little cropped, jacket thing, and I tried to find a really creative way to incorporate the lightning bolt on his chest, because I've seen a lot of artists do face paint on his chest, or it's really open chest design, and I think that's really cool. And I've seen other people do other things where it's just kind of on his suit, but I really wanted the lightning bolt to be a part of the collar. I thought that would just be really unique, really cool, and so that's what I did. And then obviously he's got the bell-bottom flares, and I thought that might be better than doing boot warmers, just giving him flared pants, because they all have flared designs, except for my Roxanne design for some reason. I just didn't feel like it fit, so I just kind of got rid of it. I'm sorry, but that's Glamrock Roxanne. This is Glamrock Freddy. Let's refocus here. Anyway, I guess I'm just doing line art. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, his shoes! So I wanted his shoes to be sneakers very specifically lace-up sneakers. And I wanted them to be that because I had a little thought in my mind brain that it'd be cool, since he's this older brother, father-ish type of archetype, and I thought it'd be cool if he taught the kids how to tie their shoes, and that was a part of his robot programming. But I mean, he's not a robot in this because it's humanization, but that's a part of his personality. He really leans heavy into, being cool, and it's cool to tie your shoes for safety. Yeah, it's kind of a weak thought, but I thought it was pretty cute. That's why he has sneakers. Either way. Pretty soon here, I think we'll be on to coloring. It looks like I'm finishing up the line art with his microphone, because he's obviously, the lead singer and all that. So, when it comes to his coloring, I've been seeing a lot of people online do that thing where they color drop the color, and then they go over a bunch of skin tones, and whatever matches the value of it they make that the character's skin tone, and I wish I did that with these redesigns, because that's like a really cool concept, and then I don't have to decide a skin tone for a character that is a bear, an animatronic bear. So I wish I did that for these characters and these redesigns, even though I'm actually really happy with how they turned out. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a little like, oh, well, I guess I'll do that next time. I've been thinking about doing like My Little Pony humanizations and outfits and other stuff like that. So in those, I think I'm definitely going to do the color value thing, or just go with my own headcanons for some of them, because a lot of those pretty pastel ponies are obviously pastels, and then they're going to be, you know, very light on the scale of values because they're pastel ponies. But either way, again, I guess I have like not much to talk about when it comes to Glamrock Freddy. I keep getting distracted with literally everything else. I feel kind of bad for him. I really like his design, so I don't know. I have so little to say about him. I really wanted to do a lot of the lightning bolt motifs for him because I think the lightning bolts are very cool. I thought it'd be very cool, like, they all have their own little thing, like Montgomery Gator has his gator pattern, and, you know, Chica kind of has, like, a bow on her head and, like, stuff. I thought it'd be cool if I gave them, like, patterns. Oh yeah, wait, no, she has like the leopard print in the, and I wanted Freddy to also have a pattern, because all of the rest of them have like animal print patterns and he's just a bear. So I wanted to give him a pattern on his pantsuit? Elvis pantsuit. Yes. I think that's almost done with Glamrock Freddy though, and then we'll be on to the next guy. And oh look, here we are. Here he is. So I had a way easier time figuring out a position for him. It just came to me, like in a dream. Except it wasn't in a dream, and I sketched it out beforehand, so I didn't have to do it in the video. And it's on paper. I could probably find a picture. Here's a picture of the sketch, of the pose. I think it's probably more dynamic in my sketch, but whatever. So for Montgomery Gator, I kind of wanted him to be, you know, obviously the opposite of Freddy, because they have, like, you know, that whole rivalry thing going on. He's very punk. He's very, like, not very classic, you know. What time is Elvis? Like, I don't actually know if, like, was it the 80s? I'll probably look it up later and then put up the answer right here. But I wanted him to be, you know, more punk, more grungy, more Montgomery Gator. I added a lot of extra spikes to him. Like, I think his belt has spikes, his shoulders have spikes, he has 2 spike wristbands, just all the things. And I'm really happy about the pants, because obviously I wanted to add the flare designs, because all of the, you know, legs are kind of flared in the animatronics. And so for him, I like made these flare, I think they're probably like leather pants, but then I had like little crisscross strap up things. You could see them, but I thought I was really cool. I was so proud of myself with that. I was like, wow, look at me go. Anyway, we're starting with the line art now, and it's very slow going. I've been taking my time a little bit more, and that was a good hand. That was a first try hand. That doesn't happen often. Like, you ever sit down and you just actually draw a hand good for once, the first time? Look at me, I'm improving. Look at me go. I'm so happy about that. Anyway, so yeah, I gave his face a lot more like angular bits, because I wanted Freddy to be soft and I wanted Monty to be hard? That's weird. Anyway, I wanted him to be like a bad boy, because he is. And so I gave him a mohawk mullet. And I know that's like not a thing, but maybe it should be. do any of you have a mohawk mullet? Do any of you still have mohawks? Is that still a thing? I feel like I only see children with mohawks now. Maybe maybe one of you out there, comment down below if you have a mohawk or a mullet, and tell me if you would get a mohawk mullet. Might be cool, you know, maybe I'm an innovator over here. Either way. So yeah, I gave him some extra belts, I gave him some chains, I got him some cool spiky shoe talons. I gave them all animal feet shoes. Except for Chica, because she was a chicken, but then I like put spikes on the end of her shoes, which is totally a safety hazard. I mean, if she kicked you with that shoe, it would like become the kick of 87. Seriously, it would be bad. Like, so yeah, I wanted to give him like a little bit of a hooked nose, just because I felt like it. I hope I did it justice. It was one of the first times I've drawn one, so, you know, there's always that. Always trying out new things, new design features, trying to make the characters unique and cool and all of that good stuff. So yeah, now we're on to coloring again, you know, filling everything in and then using the bucket tool, my saving grace, the bucket tool. Sometimes I'll color different ways, sometimes I'll just like actually manually fill in spots, but usually it's very small spots, you know, or whatever. But yeah, here we go with the pattern. This took me forever. I think it took an hour just to fill in all these rectangles. I mean, this is a substantial part of the video, because this is sped up like 16 upon 16 times over. This was like, how many hours of work? I don't even remember, man. I'll put up the number on the screen, but it had to have been like 8 hours or something. Let me know if I'm close. I'll know if I'm close after I edit this, but whatever. Oh yeah, and then I gave him that braid down that mohawk, which I thought was pretty cool. It was kind of inspired by Junker Queen from Overwatch, which is, you know, you gotta take inspiration where you get it, you know, and I play that game a lot, so, because I hate myself. Anyway, I thought it'd be cool if he had like a buckle on his shoes, because extra punk grunge attitude, but also because he doesn't help you tie your shoes. He's just the antithesis of Freddy Fazbear. He's Montgomery Gator. Anyway, I also gave him makeup. I thought that was cool. I think he'd be a guy who would wear makeup. You know, maybe he might hate Freddy Fazbear, but he is a man who's comfortable in himself, and he can wear face makeup. I thought, you know, because he had that lightning bolt across his face, you know, he might be a man who wears makeup. Oh, and then also that belt, it's got the yellow and green because his tail is yellow and green stripes. So I wanted to like give it that like sectioned look like his tail is. So that extra belt is his tail. I was so proud of myself with that one. And because then I didn't have to put a tail on him, because I didn't put like tails on any of them, because they're humans, not creatures. But yeah, and finally we're doing his glasses, the final, you know, feature, and that's it. Let's get on to the picture reel. So that is it. That is my humanizations of the main four of the glam rock gang done. Yay! If you like this video, this is a growing channel, so if you could like and subscribe, that would be very cool. And if you want to see more glam rock designs, I could maybe do one for Sun and Moon, or like the surface spots, Of course, they're more humanoid in general, but if that's something you'd like to see, go ahead and comment that down below. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!